do this video for you based on the swing video you sent me. All right, so you're gonna have to go back into that. I'm not gonna splice this all in with all of those slow motion maneuvers because I don't have an iPhone anymore. That was a work thing. So anyway, what we're gonna do first, we're gonna take apart a couple of little small things. They're very small things, and then we're gonna work on the one big thing, and that's the direction we're gonna go. Okay? First thing, first very small thing, your setup is fantastic. Your setup is basically perfect. If anything that I will tell you about this a little bit down the road, you might be a little too flexed in the knees, because when you start too flexed, you tend to end up straight. And you'll see that if you slow it down. If you go like this, and when you swing, you go like this. If you start outside, you have a tendency to go inside. Everything has like a counterbalance kind of thing. So, but we're gonna leave that one alone because that is super not a big deal. We got bigger fish to fry here. One of the things, can you see my feet? Okay. One of the things, when you bring the club back, and I'm gonna have a hard time doing this because it hurts my foot. Looks good. You bring it back nice, you're in a good position, but this foot is like literally rolled over onto the outside. I can barely do it. Unless I was on an ice skate, I could barely do it. It's so hard to do. And when you get way out here, it's so hard to be able to come back through the ball. You're just so out of balance. A piece of wood. Anyway, like anything, like a pitcher's mound, where you brace yourself on this outside of this foot, where they kind of go and do that level of brace, where your weight is on the inside of this foot, where you go back and it's still planted in there, even if your knee needs to come in a little bit. Like when you start back, keep that planted and not go into that roll. That's a good position. There is a thing that Jack Nicklaus did in a chipping thing, where he would like literally put his feet together and he would do this in chipping, but that was just a drill, and that's not how you want to swing the golf club. So try to stay on the inside of this foot going back. Don't get on the outside of it, because you're going to have a hard time getting back into the ball. You have no chance of getting through the ball if you're way over here in this zone. Okay, that's a done deal right there. All right? Okay, key things. You start the club back. What am I doing here on this? Is that pretty straight?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is that pretty straight?
Dad, it's at a diagonal.
Going which way? Which way should I move?
Hitting and move closer.
This way?
Yeah, I don't know the anatomy of a golf club. There you go.
There you go. Okay. So, a couple things here. A couple key things. I'm still in frame, correct? Is?
Yes.
Okay. If I go all the way up here, everything is in frame, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Super awesome. Okay. You bring the club back, right? You're a little bit over the line like this, which is not bad. Like, if you understand, this is down the line, this points directly to the target, right? You bring it up here. This is this way, and this is called laid off. I don't care where your hands are, up high or down low, but if your club is over here, this is called laid off. This does different things. Lots of pros swing all these different ways. But you're starting kind of up here, and then it kind of ends up into this interesting release. And this is where we're going with this, all right? So, instead of being right here and coming right through and da-da-da. What you're doing is a move. This is the key moment right now. All right? Stay with me. This is the key moment. You're up here. I don't care if you're up here. I don't care where you are. The thing is, a lot of people want to bring the club back, and the first thing they want to do is they want to get it as quickly as possible to the ball. So what they do is they start here, and they want to go, I want the ball. I want the ball. And they go like this. They start with the hands, and they go, whoop, or actually, and they do this. And this is called casting. Okay, you can look up videos on casting on YouTube if you want. Casting is a huge power loser. You get up here, you start with this, and all of a sudden you're here. And as you see in your impact position, if you look at your video, you're here, your hips are still square. You come from here, you cast, and then all of a sudden you're here, and you're still going through the ball, and you're still like this, right? What you want to do to build power, or to make that not work that way, is you twist your shoulders this much to 90 degrees. Your hips are never going to turn 90 degrees. That's never going to happen. You're braced against this, braced against that edge, right? Bring the club back. You get it up here, but the move is take this hip, go frickin' that way. Boom. Tuck the club in from the top. Don't go like, because you come up here, and then you're like, and you're kind of doing a slicing maneuver at it. It's a very out to in motion. You're slicing the ball off to the right. If you're doing that move with the ball, that's what's happening there. What you want to be doing is you want to bring the club up here, and when you start that hip, you drop the club in, and it comes straight down the line and straight through. And the thing is, about that move, it makes it an extremely effortless motion of power. Okay? Here's a little drill. Okay? Just start this way. Bring the club straight back, and just leave it there. It's not good. You don't start it with the arms, the hands, nothing. You bring it back, you turn the hips, and the club doesn't move until it catches up with the hips. You bring it back, hips, boom. Back, hips, boom. Back, hips, boom. Back, hips, boom. That is, if you go like this, you're never going to hit the ball out of your shadow. It's going to go nowhere. Okay? So, simple stuff. Casting. Look it up. Work on it. It's a very slight, simple, straightforward lesson on this. And beyond that, why are you doing hand motions?
Don't pay attention to me. Pay attention to what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. So there is your video, my dearest. And this is one take shot. So enjoy. Kill it.